So, hi Nishchal.
Hello.
So Nishchal, I can see like you are preparing for management and technical roles.
Yes.
Specifically from your resume, I can assess you're targeting for data science, data analytics, as well as management. So can you briefly introduce yourself? Like, how did you actually end up in analytics from your material science?
Yes. First of all, good evening, sir. Myself, Nishchal. I am from Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. Currently, I am in Material Science and Technology, Part 5. And I did my schooling from Javannavodaya Vidyalaya. And I secured there a seat and I studied from 6th to 10th there. Later, I did my intern in Narayana Junior College and I entered into IIT. And while inside IIT, first year went in COVID, and during online period, I just explored some of the clubs and fest from the college itself.
Okay.
And then for the second year, I entered hybrid mode of the college, where I deeply dive into clubs and activities, and I also explored software development as my career role. And I prepared some concepts of data structures and algorithms, and I was also developing some websites of front end, like using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Okay.
Later, I also want to try other career paths as data analyst and data science. So while doing some of my projects inside data analysis and data science, I chose that I find my interest in there, and then I started doing some projects and started learning about business also. Due to data analyst and business analyst go in hand, I thought that giving a try for business is also a good chance.
A good chance.
Yeah, so I did my projects, I internship in my analytics school, and I done some projects based on food order online prediction, and I analyzed the database of Uber and calculated its annual revenue.
Okay. Okay.
And apart from these, I was in volleyball club, and I also worked as a publicity manager for Kashi Yatra team.
Okay. Good to see. Let's dig in deep into your internship. So, what was your role in internship? Like, what was the main aspect which the founder or like whomever you were reporting,
Yeah.
they wanted you to work upon?
So the main objective for our internship is to build an ecosystem inside IIT BHU. Like MAS is a startup based on training students for their placements. See, many people like me from different backgrounds of departments doesn't have much exposure towards the resources, and MAS is a startup where it together the resource and provide it to the students, and also provides training about internships and then about interviews and mock tests. So the main objective is to build an ecosystem inside IIT BHU, and me from IIT BHU had a lot of exposure in clubs too.
Okay.
So we try to approach Students Council Service, which is SES, and try to collaborate with that club.
Okay.
So basically, the main intention behind this collaboration is to increase the reach of MAS. So for performing this, first we need to understand about our company and our startup, right? So we perform a primary and secondary research of our company. So we understood it, and we perform a SWOT analysis, and we got the confidence that we can collaborate with the top tier college of India.
Okay.
And then we approached the SES. Basically, we found some gaps in SES. They provide annually, they provide interviews, mock interviews for the people who are going through the placements. So basically, they do not have a platform, and the structure is a bit broken. So we found that gap, and we had offered our platform for them to conduct their mock interviews for free. And we can bear that cost from our my analytics school side.
Okay.
So basically, due to this, in placements, around 1200 to 1400 people will be going through the placements.
Right.
And around 1000 people will going through the mock interviews of SES. If all these people got into registration of my analytics schools, so we are increasing our reach, my analytics school inside IITBS, right? So basically, that's the major objective, and we also have the secondary plans to collaborate with the IIT BHU administration. That's future plans, and we had designed a PPT for pitching our annual curriculum and like mock interviews and mock tests from our side too. So basically, it's a pitch, and we prepared the deck on it. So this is the main objective.
Okay. So how did you exactly analyze the engagement data? I can say like 300 plus registrations, revenue of like 75 lakhs in revenue.
Yeah.
So like how did you calculate these figures?
Yeah, talking about the data, firstly, we did a survey among the students itself. We floated a form through the students, and we understood the requirements. And the requirements are different for different years. Like for first year students, second year, third year, fourth year, everyone has different requirements.
Right.
And we gathered the data, and then we analyzed what student are necessary for them. Then we performed the research, and we came to know that fourth year are majorly concentrated on placements, and those are the major target for us.
Those are the major targets.
Yeah. So talking about the revenue which you told earlier, like 75 lakhs, but there is a catch here. Actually, as I said earlier, through SCS we got user engagement increase, right?
Right.
So that's around 30% from the 1,000 people who are going through our platform. We already have those data of the people, but the new registrations are of 30% of that 1,000 people. So now if you calculate the annual revenue of Analytics School for IIT BHU itself, their major offerings are March 101, which is an entire course which completely covers all the courses which are required for placement, mock interviews, mock tests, and the guidance. So this course is a PAP plan, which is play after placement, where student plays after the getting placement. That is 5% of its CTC. So let us assume that 12 is the average CTC of a student. So 5% of it is 60,000. And we are calculating around 100 registrations for March 101, and that's 60,000 revenue. Sorry, 60 lakhs revenue.
Right.
And then later, talking about that 15 lakhs, these are coming from other products of Analytics School. Those are mock interviews, mock tests, and we also offer like some sessions based on how you have to perform in group discussion and interviews.
Okay.
So from this, we have generated around 15 lakhs. So it's a potential revenue of 75, but it's not completed due to our change. Our change bring around 30% of it. Let's say 4.5 lakhs of this 15 lakhs
15
itself.
lakhs.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. So you applied data analysis tools like NumPy, Pandas to look at the market trends.
Yeah.
So like which were the functions which you used in Pandas, and like what did you find from it?
Like in Pandas, like basic functions are to read the data files, and then after reading it, we have to find the missing values or the duplicates from the Pandas itself. So we can use dot is null, or you can use dot duplicate functions to find them. That's about data processing. And coming to data analysis, once we found it, suppose let's say there is some data points which are related to date and time. So we will convert these data points into our useful data points by using the libraries like date and time from the libraries. And other data functions which we can use are like, for plotting, we can use Matplotlib and C1.
Okay. So what were the market trends which you observed from the analysis?
Yeah, market trends we observed from the analysis of my internship is students are they need a set of skills. So basically, every student want to gather the resources at a place, and they want to prepare. Majorly when there are fourth year students, the resources are very important and useful. So market trends are like there are many other competitors also existing. Let's say like Newton School, etc. So basically, student needs courses for everything, and majorly for quantitative aptitude. This specific quantitative aptitude is a unique USP of the mass, which is not there in our other competitors.
Okay, thank you. Let's move towards projects. I can see that you have worked on online food order prediction. So can you briefly, in less than a minute, can you tell me what exactly did you do?
So basically, online food ordering is a top growing market. As we know, Zomato and Swiggy entered into the market, and from there it's a heavy growth market. So I thought that predicting whether a customer orders his next order or not is a good point from the company's perspective in order to know the customer needs and where to place its concentric delivery boys in order to make the delivery faster. So I used ML models like random forest in order to predict the customer will order the next order or not based on the data we already had.
How did you exactly pre-process and handle the data? Because it shows rows, like more millions of rows, right?
No, actually, this data set is a bit short data set which I took from Kaggle. So basically, it's very easy to handle. It's a short data set, and it
Like,
consists
how
of
many?
columns. Talking about columns, it consists of age, gender, marital status, the income, the education qualification, and their location and pinpoints, and the feedback too. So all these sets are the major, and the major thing which like to train the model, we have to also give the output, right?
Right.
So we asked them like the data also consists of will the order has the next order or not. So by analysis of this data, we came to know that age group of 22 to 24 is ordering more number of orders, and also majorly males do order more number of orders. And no income group. The interesting thing is here, no income group orders more food orders than income groups. That says that it can be assumed that majorly students are gonna order more food, and majorly let's households like housewives are ordering more food things. So all this data has been analyzed. Then we converted all this features into numerical points, and then we fed it to the model so that it can predict whether the customer orders his next order or not. So basically, we use a random forest classifier. So should I need to explain it in detail?
Right. Let's move specifically to random forest. Tell me, how does it work, and like why is it called a black box? Like most of the time we call it as a black box. We don't know what's happening inside, right? So like, how do you fine tune the model then? Tell me more about the model.
Yeah. So basically, as its name suggests, random forest. Forest is nothing but set of trees, right?
Right.
So here we use the basic concept of decision trees. Basically, decision tree is a tree where a simple if and else loop runs. A condition will be there that is called as node, that's parent node, and the children's node can be a leaf or another conditional node. So basically, we will give the conditions for the decision tree, and it will ultimately ends up where it gives us the output of two leaf nodes.
Right.
So that's a basic decision tree. But the problem with the decision tree is we cannot basically, if you have some changes in the data set, it's very sensitive for it. It gives you other output. To increase the efficiency of this model, random forest is included, where we take a group of decision trees and we provide data set into to this decision trees in a random manner. Like we change the data set orders, data set we manipulate it basically, and then feed to the individual decision trees.
Okay.
And then when we are feeding to individual decision trees, every decision tree gives you an output.
Right.
So we take the majority voting of the output, and then we produce the output as a final output for the random forest.
Random forest.
So this basically increases the accuracy of the prediction. And if you make any changes inside data, it will not be that sensitive. Like still, it will give you the better results.
Okay.
So that's why I use a random forest classifier.
Right. How do we fine tune this model? How do we increase the accuracy?
We can feed the ML model with more data. That also increases the accuracy.
Okay. Let's understand about your PUR. Like, what was your exact role as a marketing team manager at Jagriti?
Yeah, as marketing team manager at Jagriti, firstly, Jagriti is a growing fest inside IIT BHU. So there is a lot of pressure under marketing team where we need to generate more revenue in order to increase the fest reach. So firstly, we divided into two groups, and I was in the reaching the local market, local shops here or the local restaurants in order to promote their restaurant here, and we also charge from them. So basically, I approached individual shops, and then we explained about our fest and how it helps their presence in the fest to increase their brand. So we explained them, and we generated some revenue from the local restaurants.
That's nice. Like, how much revenue did you generate?
Like around 8 lakhs we generated from the local restaurants, because I know it's a bit less number, but the footfall of Jagriti compared to the footfall and the reach inside the college and outside of the college also, it's actually a pretty good number. We generated a good amount that crosses the previous years edition of Jagriti.
So like, what was the growth?
The growth rate is around, like previous year it's around 4.5 lakhs. And we generated for 8 lakhs. It's almost
double.
We doubled it.
It's almost double. Great. Thanks, Nischal.
Thank you.
So Nischal, I can see that you have worked in food industry.
Yeah.
So let's try to solve a guesstimate here. Estimate the number of food delivery orders ordered in a day in India.
In a day in India. Okay.
Food delivery orders.
Okay. So, yeah, can I take a few minutes?
Sure.
A few moments later.
To tackle this case, guesstimate, firstly we have to consider the Indian population, that is 1.4 billion in size. Then I segmented India into two different splits. So basically one is urban and another one is rural. So basically 35% of the population inside urban and 65 are there in the rural. Then deep inside, I assume that there are three categories of people who will going through order. So basically based on income and the family status, I divided their orders per week. So firstly, I assume that there are three different parts. So basically rich, middle class and poor, and then same rich, middle class and poor for rural also. So let's say in urban, the rich category almost orders every like an order per day. So that gives us 7 orders per week. Then also in the middle class, let's say 4 orders per week. And for the poor, in urban, basically necessity is more for the online food order delivering. Let's say it will be 1 order per week.
Okay.
And inside rural, the penetration of the company is also very less inside the rurals also. And specific talking about rural, it's not deep into the villages and all. I'm talking about the places where this food order delivery companies are there.
Okay.
So basically the order number here can be quite low. So basically we can take that the rich segment of this rural can order 2 orders per week, and then here for the middle class they can order 1 order per week, and poor doesn't order at all inside rural.
Okay.
So basically now we have to do the calculation. 1.4 billion and 35% is like,
you can calculate for 1.5 billion for easier calculation.
yeah. So 1.5 gives us 35 plus again 50, 35. It's like 17, let's say. So it will be 2. So this is 52 crores. And then again here, it's around remaining, right? So around 65%. So that gives us around 1 CR.
1 CR?
Sorry, 100 CR, sorry. So inside this, we need to firstly decide how much percentage of poor, middle and rich classes are present inside urban and rural. Let's say percentage of rich will be around inside urban will be a 60%. And then a middle class will be around a 30%, and then a 10% of poor. And inside rural there will be around 30% of rich category, and middle class it's centric, right? So I'm assuming 60% will be, 50% will be the middle class.
Okay.
And then remaining 20% will be the poor class.
Okay.
Now
So now we will be calculating for all the parts.
all the parts.
Right.
So inside 52 crores, we need to calculate 10, 30 and 60%. So 10% will be around 5 CR here. Then 60% will 30% will be 15. Then 60% will be 30.
Okay.
And again for 100 crores, we have to calculate 20, 50 and 30. So 50% will be obviously 50 CR, 30 CR.
It's 20, 30, 50.
Yeah, 20, 30, 50. Now, okay, so 60% of 30 CR. Now we have to calculate. Now we have to calculate how many orders they place per week, basically. So we are assuming that it's 1 order per day. So let's calculate per week first, and then we can calculate for
Per day.
Yeah. So 7 is like 210 CR here, and then 4 is like 60 CR here.
Okay, 7 orders per week, 4 orders per week, and
1 order per week.
okay,
And that is 5 CR.
5 CR.
And inside this, it's like 2, 1 and 0, right? So 30, 2 orders, 30 crore, 60 crores will be the rich segment under rural. And then 1 order per week for middle class, so that will be 50 CR, and then 0.
Okay.
So now we have to add this thing to get the total number of orders per week. So it will be 210 plus 60 plus 5, and again plus 60 plus 50. So it will be 120, and so let's calculate in this manner. 18, 3 CR. So basically 385 CR will be the orders per week. So we have, in order to calculate per day, we need to divide it by 7. 75, 75. So around 55 crores order will be ordering, food orders will be delivered across India per day is around 55 crores.
55 crore delivery orders per day. What do you feel? Is this like the figure right? Is it on the higher approximation end or on the lower side? What do you feel?
I think it's
Because this is quite a big number, right? We are a population of 150 CR.
yeah,
And
ordering 50 CR,
50
55
CR
CR.
per day is like 50 crore people ordering one order at least a day.
Yeah, I think it's bit on a higher side. And I guess if I backtrack it and go back again, maybe middle class won't be ordering 4 weeks per order. So from there we can reduce the count.
The approximations we have taken are like on higher end, 7
On
days,
higher end,
7
yeah.
orders
7
per
orders
week,
per
4
week.
orders per week, 1 order per week. Because eventually the order will end up on the family perspective, right? Per family,
Per
it
family.
it will be not on an individual scale,
Also.
right? So the figures might even go towards 10% of it, like it might go towards
10 CR or 5 CR.
Yeah, that's all, Nischal. Thank you.
Thank you.